That's my expense report.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
Thanks. Good evening. My name is Scott Dirks, and I'm the municipal judge for the city of Stoughton and the towns of Dunkirk, Pleasant Springs, and Rutland. Please turn it off. Anyone else that has a cell phone, please turn it off. Not silent, but off, please. The City of Stoughton will appear in all matters this evening by Attorney Isaac Brodkey. Before I begin calling cases, I want to go over some of the procedures we'll follow tonight and some of your rights as defendants. These procedures are also set forth on the flyer that was made available to you as you came in the courtroom. This is a hearing for initial appearances on the citations you received. This is not the time for a trial or for telling me your side of what happened. When your case is called, please come up to the podium, excuse me, and remember to speak clearly. These proceedings are being recorded, so you need to answer questions verbally and not simply by nodding or shaking your head. Tonight I'll ask you to enter a plea to the citation you were issued. Your plea options are not guilty, no contest, or guilty. A plea of guilty means you admit you did whatever it is you're charged with doing. A plea of no contest means that while you do not admit doing anything unlawful, you do not wish to contest the matter either. In many cases, Mr. Brodkey will be in a position to make you an offer to resolve your case right here tonight. If you do arrive at such an agreement, you should enter a plea of guilty or no contest. Either way, guilty or no contest, I will find you guilty. I'll then review the facts of your case to determine whether there is a basis for accepting your plea, and will give you an opportunity, if you wish, to tell me anything you feel is relevant to my decision. I'll then impose a forfeiture. A forfeiture is a money penalty and can range anywhere from $20,000 to $10,000, though the vast majority will be somewhere around $50,000 to $200,000. I'm also required to impose court costs, which will increase the total amount you must pay. I'll automatically give you 30 days to pay your forfeiture, but if you think you'll need more time than that, please let us know right away and we'll set up a payment plan. Failure to timely pay your forfeiture can result in suspension of your driver's license or referring the matter for debt collection. If you plead not guilty, I'll schedule your case for a pretrial conference with Mr. Brodkey, and that'll be by phone. At that time, you can discuss your case with him and see if your case can be resolved without a trial. If it cannot be resolved, I'll schedule the matter for a trial. You do have the right to have an attorney represent you in your case, but you must hire that attorney on your own. The public defender's office will not represent you. You also have the right to ask me for a continuance of your case if you need to consult with an attorney or for some other reason. If you are charged with operating while intoxicated or a related offense, you have the right to a jury trial in circuit court in Madison. However, you must post jury fees within 10 days of the date of your plea, which probably means within 10 days of tonight. Trials on all other offenses will be heard by me, and you'll have the right to appeal any decision I make in your case. Those of you who are charged with a traffic offense should bear in mind that in addition to having to pay a forfeiture if found guilty, the Division of Motor Vehicles may also impose demerit points against your license. If 12 or more points are assessed against your license in any 12-month period, your driving privileges will be suspended for a period of time. If you hold a probationary license, those points may be doubled. Finally, if your address changes at any time while your case is pending, you must notify the court in writing within 5 days of such a change. Thank you. And the first case I'll call is City versus Edward Folger. Folger, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Coffee.
I'm sorry?
Like the coffee.
Okay. Just making sure. Is it just being slow, or am I doing something wrong? We've got a new computer program, sorry.
See if I can bring it online to see what happens.
Huh.
No, it's just that computer.
Nuts. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, and then when you get out of it, it's not so easy. You go to SharePoint on the left side, if you can see that.
Share?
SharePoint, right there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then court.
Should I open that?
And then, yeah, it should, now it should load the court. Now it's not, so let me get John here.
Well, it's a good thing we don't have that many people here tonight. Sorry about this.
I can give you this much of it if you want to look at.
Yeah, can you blow it up for me?
I'm trying to see in the program here how to do that now.
Okay. That's good. So, sir, you're Edward Folger II?
Yes.
Okay. And do you still live on South Page Street in Stoughton?
Yes.
You're charged with violating the county ordinance against battery. Battery involves, battery is that you cause bodily harm to another person without that person's permission. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
Does the city have an offer?
Your Honor, I spoke to the defendant before initial appearances. The city would request that this matter be set for a pretrial. If we have room 2 weeks from now, that'd be great. Otherwise, a month would work just fine.
I think I would prefer to set this over for a pretrial conference on April 16th. I also should inform you, sir, that the victim in this matter has filed a request for restitution with the court and is requesting restitution in the amount of $21,515. Now, I'm not saying that's what I'm going to order, but I want you to be aware that that's something the victim has requested, and ordering restitution may be part of any disposition that the court orders. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Can we send him a copy of this?
I will, yeah, I would
Okay.
do. Well, we usually, when we schedule the restitution hearing, then I send him a copy. I can send it now.
Yeah,
if
I'd
you
say
prefer.
send it now because he'll
Okay.
want to know that while he's talking with Mr. Brodkey.
Okay. I'll send you a notice for the pretrial also with the date and the time and the phone number for you to call, and I'll include this.
Is there a time of day that would be bad for you to call Mr. Brodkey? That it would interfere with work or something like that?
Well, they have us on mandatory 50s, so I guess if I know ahead of time, I can try and make an arrangement, so.
Okay,
3:40 on April 16th.
That's fine.
does
That's
that
fine.
work? Okay.
I'll
And-
send you that notice.
Right, we'll send you written notice of that as well as information on how to get hold of Mr. Brodkey.
Okay.
Okay?
Right.
For the time being, though, I will enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. And again, I'll schedule this for a pretrial conference by phone, 3:40 p.m., April 16, 2025. And we'll send you a copy of the victim's request for restitution as well.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
The list is really messed up because several of them were sent home. Zaire was number 2.
All right, City versus Daniel Zaire.
Your Honor,
Yep.
okay, because I got them open. So here's, we on?
Zaire. Just see if I can. Okay, now it works.
And then when you're done, you're just gonna hit, you'll close this one out and then just go to the next one.
Okay,
John, to make it bigger, is that the only way? Previous see, we had that button you could just hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll worry on that one later.
Okay. All right, Mr. Zier, your last name is spelled Z-E-I-E-R,
Yes, Your Honor.
and you still live on Wisconsin Street in McFarland.
No, Your Honor.
What's your new address?
134 East Johnson Street. That's in Madison.
Okay, hang on. 134 East Johnson,
Yes.
Madison,
53703.
03. All right, thank you. Sir, you're charged with speeding on a public highway by 16 miles per hour over the posted limit. Mr. Brodkey, does the city have an offer for the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. The city's willing to amend the citation to 9 miles per hour over the limit. That's 3 points, and we could reduce the forfeiture to $98.80.
Sir, do you understand the city's offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you wish to accept that offer?
Yes, I do.
Then how do you wish to plead?
No contest.
All right. I do find a factual basis for your plea. I will find you guilty of the amended citation alleging 9 miles over. I will impose forfeiture and cost totaling $98.80. Do you need more than 30 days to pay that?
No, Your Honor.
I'll give you more time if you need it.
I could pay with a card, can't I?
Yes.
Then I could do it today.
Okay.
This is plea, I'm sorry.
No contest. Just hang on, we'll give you a copy of the judgment, and then he can pay on the way out, correct?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Good night.
All right, City versus Joshua Lohr. There are 2 citations. First, you're charged with speeding on a public highway by 12 miles per hour over the posted limit. Do you understand the nature of that charge?
Yes.
You're also charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, that is, possession of an item whose primary purpose is to ingest or sell a controlled substance. Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
Does the city have an offer for the defendant?
The city does not at this time.
All right. Mr. Lohr, your choices are, if you plead not guilty, I'll set the matter over for a pre-trial conference so that you can discuss the cases with Mr. Brodkey and see if you can arrive at an agreement. If you do, you won't have to come back to court. Or if you plead guilty or no contest tonight, in all likelihood I would find you guilty and impose by way of penalty the amounts of money that are in the upper right-hand corner of the 2 citations, one of which is for $187 and the other is for, $98.80. So how would you like to proceed tonight?
I'd like to plead no contest.
I'm sorry?
Not guilty.
Okay. Not guilty means that you want some time to talk to the city attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, then. I will enter a plea of not guilty into the record, and we'll schedule these matters for a pre-trial conference by phone April 16th at 3:50. Does that time work for you?
Yes.
Okay. And, sir, I need to let you know that unless you're represented by counsel, the only person that Mr. Brodkey will discuss these cases with is you.
Yes, I understand. I
Okay,
apologize.
so I don't know if that's your mom or somebody else who's with you, but that person
I understand.
is not an attorney, I assume, and does not represent you, so you're on your own for this unless you get a lawyer.
Mhm.
Understood?
Yep.
Okay. Hang on a minute, we'll give you written notice of your pretrial conference, and that'll tell you how to reach Mr. Brodkey.
Got it. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, she sent home some Rich.
Rich. I thought there was a conflict with that one.
No, it's this brown I crossed, and it was just such a mess. There
Oh,
were
okay,
so
okay.
many crossed.
All right, City versus David Rich.
Your Honor, if we could just have a second. I
Yeah,
think
sure.
this might get-
I did it the next day.
I see it, we're good.
You good? I can go.
No worries. And then what, do you mind if I take?
You can come forward. One, how to do that, I gotta get fleet coverage.
Okay, sure.
So I'm gonna have to pay a ticket for insurance, for the license one. I'm hoping to, get the points back because I've never ever lost any points.
Understood. So this is after the last since like Christmas Eve first time.
All right, Mr. Rich, do you still live on Murray Road in Evansville?
Correct.
All right, and you're charged with 2 citations, one of which is operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
And the other is operating a motor vehicle without insurance. Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
And Mr. Brodkey, what's the city's position here?
Your Honor, the defendant has shown me that he does have a driver's license. The city would move to dismiss the driver's license citation.
All right, I'll dismiss that.
With respect to the insurance, the city would like to provide the defendant 2 months to provide this court proof of insurance or steps toward acquiring proof of insurance.
All right, is 60 days going to be enough for you to get insurance?
I can try. My situation is a little eccentric. Being that I have multiple vehicles and I'm a mechanic, I need to get insurance on me driving and not per vehicle, because it'd make me insurance poor if I tried to cover all bases of insurance. So let's do the 60 days and
Yeah.
I can see what I can find for fleet coverage type thing.
No, that's fine. I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf, and then we'll just set this over 2 months.
April 16th.
Well, he needs 2 months.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, May, I don't have the calendar in front of me.
Up there, I gave it May 18th.
Oh, okay. May 18th,
Sorry.
May 18th at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Now, if you get things squared away with Mr. Brodkey before then, you won't have to come back to court.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Do you need to talk to him again?
I was just gonna see if I should just pay the.
Let's just talk about it.
I don't know what I'm doing.
And I entered in not guilty on that one.
I still have to finish the second one. It's
Nope,
not
that's
ready,
fine.
and He's waiting for, sorry.
Anderson? Okay.
So not guilty. Hearing. It's actually May 21st. All right. Sorry, 1 second.
Thank you. Thank you. Your number will be.
Yes, absolutely. We're squared away, Your Honor.
Okay.
Have some forms for him.
Okay, I'm good to go.
Yes.
Do you know what you need to do?
For the most part, yeah. Sorry, Your Honor.
Hunt for insurance.
Yeah, to be honest with you, being that I haven't had insurance, and to get insurance, even though I've got a perfect record, they put you high risk. That's why I need to get individual insurance on myself. Then that way I'm covered if I'm driving somebody else's vehicle that don't have insurance, so, but insurance companies aren't exactly,
Well, I
In my
understand. The
favor.
thing is, you can't be driving if you don't have insurance.
yeah,
Got it?
yeah,
I mean, not even backing out of the driveway.
yeah.
Okay.
I know, but I hate to make insurance companies rich too, so.
Well, nobody does, I imagine, but.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
you're all set then.
thank you, we'll hopefully get it handled, and,
Okay,
yeah,
good night, good night.
good night.
City versus Jack Anderson.
Just wanted to apologize for being late, Your Honor.
That's okay. Sir, do you still live on Koshkonong Road in Stoughton?
Yeah,
And Anderson is S-O-N?
yes,
Okay. You're charged with operating a motor vehicle while your driving privileges are suspended. Do you understand what that means?
yes.
Does the city have an offer for the defendant?
I went and got my occupation.
One second, Your Honor.
Sure.
Okay.
We have 3
So you can use this.
They didn't all appear, but
You'll get to work too, with this, yeah.
I can call him, so I can call him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He wasn't going to appear, but he didn't have a
Understood.
chance.
Okay, and this is the application you submitted?
Appear this
Yep.
round.
That's the copy.
I see, got it. Okay.
Did not appear.
So are we defaulting all
You
3
will
of those?
default.
Okay, got it. Very good.
Your Honor, the defendant has provided proof that he has an occupational license. The city would move to dismiss the citation.
All right, I will dismiss.
Thank you.
Keep moving towards a full license, though.
I'm working on it every day.
Okay.
I appreciate
Hang on a minute,
that.
we'll give you a copy of the judgment so you've got proof that I dismissed it.
All right. Thank you.
All set?
I think so.
Okay,
Have a good night.
you too. All right,
Before you default, everyone, there are 2 that are
Oh, okay.
unusual. This one, that's the defendant name, and there's been a request from Walmart for restitution. So, did you want me to schedule that for a restitution hearing with Walmart? They have the whole form filled in and the, receipt.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, all right, I'm not gonna dismiss that, or default that one. Mr. Brodkey, in City versus Andrew Mathis, a retail theft, the defendant fails to appear, but the victim is requesting restitution in the matter. So I'm going to schedule this for a restitution hearing. I'll continue the initial appearance to that date as well. Well,
Yeah.
you have to be found guilty in order to have a hearing.
yeah, I'll default him, find him guilty by default, but I will schedule this for a restitution hearing. Anyone else?
There is an OWI, he did not appear. That he has I blew a .16, so I guess we need to decide how long to revoke.
Does he have any other citations?
Yes, there are three, the PAC and speeding.
Mary, could you, what's the name of the person?
Oh, sorry, Jose Meonos,
Okay.
Meonoz,
Got it, okay.
with an address in
The last-
Dallas, Texas.
Unless the court doesn't have interest in, or if you want any input on sentencing from me.
Yeah, when I get there, so what are the other
I
citations?
can mention also, it's a PAC, the OWI, PAC, and then a speeding. But the officer wrote all the tickets for Dallas, Wisconsin. So I don't know if that makes a difference. He was given the tickets in person. I changed it in our records, but I don't know how that affects this
Well,
case. if that-
does he have a license?
No. There was nothing on the record. If you notice, it's all Dallas, Wisconsin. I don't know if the system automatically pulled, Wisconsin, and they need to change it manually or something.
Mr. Brodkey, do you have this one pulled up?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay. 11355 Lippert Avenue. That's definitely not a local address.
I did, we have a.
And the
program
zip code is 75218.
and I
So
did
that's gotta be
verify
Texas.
it's Texas. I
Yeah.
checked online at a program we use to verify
Okay.
addresses.
Based on the defendant's non-appearance, I will find him guilty of operating while intoxicated. It was a .21 BAC. I'll also find him guilty of,
0.16.
sorry, .16, thank you. I'll also find him guilty of the speeding citation. What's the city's position with respect to disposition?
Your Honor, the city does not object to finding him default, or to find him in default and consider him guilty. When it comes to the sentencing, the city is fine with the forfeiture amount listed on the citation. Given the extent of, or the BAC, the city would request a 9-month revocation.
Ordered.
And then obviously the 12-month IID and the AODA assessment.
Also ordered. What about the speeding?
As issued, Your Honor.
Okay.
Just don't mind signing it.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, if that's fine, I can date it and ask. Those are the only two that are unusual, the rest of
Okay.
them can be just normal defaults.
It's my understanding that City versus Amanda Brown is a conflict for your office, Mr. Brodkey?
That's my understanding, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll send out notice for a new initial appearance date.
Actually, I scheduled for a pretrial and we sent to the other attorney, that's how we've been doing it. Send her a notice. You
Okay.
explained that to her already.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Then in any other matters that I have not yet called, based on the defendant's non-appearance, I'll find all of them guilty by default, impose judgment in the amounts listed on the citations, unless the city has a different position.
The city takes no position.
Okay. I think that's it for the 5 o'clocks then.
Your Honor, I guess I did want to flag that some of the reports in front of me are juveniles for hearing. So
6 o'clock?
I don't know if these are requiring appearances or not, but I wanted to flag that for you.
But those are the ones scheduled for 6, right?
RDS, yes, and
That is a 6 o'clock.
She's not appearing, it's just
Okay.
approving the community service. I have to form that.
Okay. Do we expect we're gonna see anybody
No, none
besides
of these
Mr.
are
Hamas?
scheduled to appear. He's not scheduled to appear either. You had said just contact him and let him know.
Okay,
He doesn't have to appear.
all right.
Is actually for review, he's not going to appear.
Okay, then I'll call City versus Liam Hahn.
Attorney, that wants it reopened in the letter from the attorney. As an explanation.
Mr. Brodkey, do you have that file?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And you've got a copy of the letter from Attorney James?
Correct.
What's the city's position on the request to reopen?
The city does not object.
Okay, I'll grant it.
This is an email that I did send to him, but he did not respond.
All right, City versus James Hammes. The court sent an email to Mr. Hammes on March 10th, letting him know that his case was set for review this afternoon, that he did not have to appear, but a reminder that we have not yet received any payments for this year. Does the city have any further information?
The city has not been in touch with Mr. Hammes for some time.
Okay. I'm going to set this over then to April 16 at 6 o'clock with Mr. Hammes being required to appear unless he gets up to date on his payment plan. Then City versus Angela Olson.
This was an initial appearance where you had given him 2 months, or city gave him 2 months to complete a live at 25. I did not receive any proof of completion. And he was aware of the date of the
Right.
sentencing hearing. So.
Mr. Brodkey, what's the city's position?
The city would ask the court to enforce the agreement and enter judgment for noncompliance.
All right, if he hasn't previously been found guilty, I'll find him guilty tonight. I'll impose a forfeiture and cost totaling $149.20, and I'll give him until April 18th, 2025 to pay that, unless, of course, he contacts us beforehand to try to arrange for a payment plan.
This is the juvenile. I used your pre-signed
Sure.
form. It's just approval of community service for these 2 citations. She's already started working at the youth center. So
Okay.
we could slip it in tonight.
Do I need to do anything on the
No,
record
just
with
if
this?
you approve it officially.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that's it then.
Wow.
I do have 2 items though that are pending, that are not necessarily scheduled. If you want to officially dismiss
Yeah,
this case.
that's fine.
That was, initial appearance.
Oh, right. City versus Tricia Messia?
Yeah, the city moves to dismiss that citation.
So ordered.
The only other thing is this voicemail it's regarding a juvenile. I'm gonna discuss that. I don't know
Did
if I should
Mr.
turn that
Brodkey get a copy of this?
Yeah, the copy of the voicemail, I sent that to you.
Right.
Yes, because it's a little more involved, Your Honor, I do think it probably makes sense to adjourn, and if we're gonna have any discussion about the contents of that.
If I could also add,
Voicemail.
this defendant, this juvenile is scheduled on April 2nd for another truancy, so they will be here in court, so maybe we can.
Deal with it then.
Yeah, if you don't mind,
Yeah, I
that
think
might be
that's-
the easiest
yes.
thing to do.
Agreed, Your Honor.
Okay, very good.
That's it?
Okay, record time.
Yeah.
You gotta gavel us out.
Oh, okay. We're adjourned.
Thank you.